Hello, dear 8th graders. How are you? Let's solve right now the formative number 7. Attention here for all instructions I will give over here and how to solve the formative. Let's go ahead. As you notice, guys, the formative, we have the same levels, the same idea we did before, but let's go. X squared equals 49. Which number times itself equals 49? Oh, take the square root. But probably you think, oh, Mr. 7, just 7 solved the problem? Remember, negative 7 times negative 7 also is 49. Then the answer is x equals plus or minus, as you notice here, plus or minus 7. Remember this plus or minus sign over here. And B, 2x squared equals 8. Step number 1, divided by 2. Because it's multiplying 2 here, divided by 2. 2 divided by 2, 1. And 8 divided by 2, 4. Now we can take the square root. Which is the square root of 4? Positive or negative 2. Great. Let's go ahead then. Question 2. Which number times 2 is 0? I have just one option, x equals 0, because it's impossible to be equal 0. It's wrong. Then just x equals 0. And w squared times c equals 0. Which options we have? Well, Mr. W square I can write as w times w. Great. And the other ones, it is w times c. Then we have three options. The first one, w equals 0. The second one, w equals 0 again. The second w, and here c equals 0. Any option here is correct. But if you just write w equals 0 or c equals 0, it's enough for me. Great. Because the other w is the same thing. X squared minus 8x equals 0. Step number 1, factorize. Which is the common factor between x squared and negative 8x? X. What is left? Which number times x is x squared? X. Which number times x is negative 8x? Negative 8. Then the first factor, x equals 0, or x minus 8 equals 0. Remember to solve for x. X equals 8. And we'll be done. Question 4. X squared plus 3x plus 1. First, find A, B, and C. Who is A? Is the number next to x squared, which is 1. Who is B? Number 3 here, next to x. And who is C? The number without variable. Great. Next step, quadratic formula. Don't worry, the quadratic formula will be there in the formative or summative. And plug in those numbers in the formula. Negative 3, okay, negative b, which is negative 3 in this case, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. 4a is 1, c is 1. Divided by 2 times a, in this case 2 times 1. Look the a lot. Now let's go ahead and to solving here. Oh, here guys is red color code, but it's green, okay? It's A here. Here is green, okay? Let me change here right now to be sure you understand this point in future. There's no problem, okay? But luckily it's the same number. But attention guys, A is 1 in this case, okay? Go ahead here, x equals negative 3 plus or minus b squared is 9, 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 1 is 4. 9 minus 4 divided by 2. The answer here, x equals negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 5 divided by 2. Leave the formation like that. Mister, can I solve in calculator and give you the 2? Yes, you can, but for me it's enough here. You need to show 2 here. 2 here, it's enough for me. Question 5. Mr. Romeo draws a rectangle. We have 2x by x. Find the area. The area of the rectangle, it is 2x times x, 2x squared. Perimeter, 2x plus x plus 2x plus x, 6x. And when perimeter and area is the same, 2x squared equals 6x. Move 6x by opposite, negative 6x. 2x squared minus 6x. Now I can factorize. The common factor is 2x. The parenthesis x minus 3. The first factor equals 0. 2x equals 0. Or x equals 0. We did this before. Or x minus 3 equals 0. Solving for x. X equals 3. This is question 5. Question 6. Volume, guys, is multiply length, width, and height. The length, x plus 2. Width, 2x plus 1. Height, 5. Multiplying those together here, we just put like that. Distributive property, 5 times x, 5x. 5 times 2, 10. And leave it in parentheses, as you see, times the blue one, 2x minus 1 equals 60. Now FOIL, 5x times 2x, 10x squared. 5x times negative 1, negative 5x. 10 times 2x, 20x. 10 times negative 1, negative 10, equals 60. Equals 60. Next step here, guys, combine like terms. 10x squared, can I combine? No. Negative 5x plus 20x, 15x. 10 equals 60. Now move 60, because to solve the equation must be equal 0. Negative 60, negative 16 both sides. 10x squared plus 15x minus 70 equals 0. Who is A? 10. Who is B? 15. Who is C? Negative 70. As you can use calculator in summative, guys, just plug in the formula. Negative B, negative 15, plus or minus B squared. 15 times 15, 225. Negative 4 times 10, negative 40. Negative 40 times negative 70 is 2,800. Great. 2,800 is 1. And after divided by 2 times A is 10. 2 times 10, 20. Negative 15 plus or minus the square root of 3,025. Square root of 3,025 divided by 20, okay? Square root of that number here is 55, sorry, which is x equals negative 15 plus 55 over 20, plus or minus 55. Solution number 1. Negative 15 plus 55 divided by 20, which is 40 divided by 20, which is 2. Solution, negative 55. Remember, guys, plus or minus. Negative 55 minus 55 equals negative 70 over 20. Do we have a negative measure? I don't need this one. I don't need you. Bye. I don't need you. Okay, I don't need that one. Which one I will pick? Just number 2. Plug in number 2 here. Okay, plug in number 2 here. As you see here, plug in over there. Which is 2 plus 2, length is 4. Plug in number 2 here. Plug in number 2 here. Which is 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 2 equals 4. 4 minus 1 equals 3. Great. I think you understand this point right now. Question 7. The age of Lucia, Julia Vasca, and Luisa Paixão can be expressed as consecutive even whole numbers. The square of the age of the Lucia Iturri is 22 more than 7 times the age of Luisa Paixão. Guys, first of all, who is Lucia, who is Julia, who is Luisa? Okay, Lucia Iturri, we know she is the youngest. Julia Vasquez is the middle one, and Luisa Paixão is the oldest. How can we write those ages over here? X is Lucia. X is Lucia. How can we write Julia's age using Lucia? X plus 2 is Lucia Iturri plus 2. Next one. And how can I write Luisa age related to Lucia? X plus 4. Great, because it's the next plus 4, the next age. Okay? After that, plug in the formula here. Lucia e 2 square, look here, the square of the age of Lucia, x squared, equals 32 more than plus 7 times Lucia's question age, which is x plus 4. Now, just solve. 7 times x, 7x. 7 times 4, 28. 28 plus 32, 60. X squared equals 7x plus 60. And move x squared by opposite is negative x squared. Now find A. A is negative 1, B is 7, C is 60. Plug in on the formula. Negative 7, because negative b, plus or minus square root of b squared, 7 times 7, 49, plus minus 4 times negative 1, positive 4. Positive 4 times 60 is 240, positive 240. That's why it's positive here. 49 plus 240, 289. Or divided by negative 2. Why, mister? 2 times negative 1. Negative 7 plus or minus the square root of this number here, 17, divided by negative 2. First solution, negative plus 17 is 10. 10 divided by negative 2, negative 5. Second solution, negative 7 minus 17, it is negative 24. Divided by negative 2, negative, positive, 24 divided by 2, 12. Do we have negative h? I don't need you. I hate you. Don't need this one. I just need this guy here is, I'm here, okay, sorry, but you can see. Let me move a little bit. Okay, now you can see. Great. You know the answer, this one. And after, let's just solve. So Lucy is 12. Lucy 12, guys. Who is Julia? Julia is 12 plus 2, 14. Who is Luisa? 12 plus 4, 16. Great. Let's go next one. He throws a ball. Imagine Peter is here. He throws a ball. After Peter throws a ball here, he is 40 meters from the ground level. Okay? And we need just plug in on the equation. We need to plug in here on that equation. How can we do it? Well, step number 1, just write the equation equals 40. Just it. Move by opposite, negative 4, negative 40. Who is A, who is B, who is C? And plug in a quadratic formula. After you plug in quadratic formula, solve that formula. Have the positive result is adding 29. 48 divided by 6 is 8 seconds. And the second one is 19 minus 29 is negative 10 divided by 6. Do we have a negative time? No, I don't have a negative time. Then I know how long it takes, 8 seconds. Great. Let's go ahead here, level 4. The sum of areas of two circles is 100 pi. The length of a radius of the larger circle is 2 centimeters more than the length of a radius of the smaller circle. Find the length of the radius of each circle. Well, guys, circle number 1, circle number 2. If the smaller the radius is x, the bigger is x plus 2. Guys, attention for the word radius. Because in summative, maybe we could have here the word diameter. What does it mean, diameter, guys, related to radius? Remember, guys, diameter is a half. It is the double of the radius. Or radius is diameter divided by 2. Radius is diameter divided by 2. Remember that. Area number 1, area number 2 equals 100. Great. Now together, guys, the area number 1, remember the circle area is pi radius squared. Area number 1, it is pi x squared. Area number 2, pi x plus 2 squared, because the radius is x plus 2. Now, the first one, pi x squared plus pi x plus 2 squared equals 100 pi. Guys, pi is a common factor, yes, for this and this. And if it's a common factor, and it's pi here also, the other side, the right-hand side, just goodbye pi. I don't need pi in this case to solve my problem. Let's go ahead here, guys. I know x plus 2, x plus 2 to the second power is the same thing, x plus 2 times x plus 2. FOIL, okay, FOIL here, I got a x plus square plus x squared plus 2x plus 4 equals 100. Combine like terms, move 100 by opposite. I got a 2x squared plus 4x minus 96. Plug in quadratic formula. Miss, quadratic formula always, yes guys, quadratic formula is the best way to solve problems, always. It's quickly, fast, easy, okay. Let me move here a little bit, okay. And that, plug in the quadratic formula, solve the quadratic formula here. You see, you can pause this video to see how to solve this one, understand the pattern, remember the formula, b squared minus 4ac on side here. And after, I have two results, positive 28 and negative 28. Solving for those cases, the first one is 24 divided by 4, which equals 6. The second one is negative 32 divided by 4, which is negative 8. Do we have a negative measure in this case for radius? I don't. Okay. The answer is, the first one is 6. The second one is 8. Done. Question, last one, question 10. Pazini, Lucas Thompson, Madeline playing softball in P class. Pazini is like, the area of the trapezoid is 24. The area is 24. Guys, be sure, one thing very, very important I would like you to do. Let me move again, okay, here. Draw, guys, draw. Always draw. Pazini Lucas length is x, is a number, unknown number. And Madeline Cavalcante is a half of that distance, which is 0.5x, or 1 over 2x. It's the same. The height, guys, read all sentence, okay, because the height here is on the end, here. The trapezoid height is numerical equal Cavalcante Madeline. If Cavalcante Madeline is 0.5, the height also is 0.5x. And plug in those information in the formula. X plus 0.5x times 0.5x divided by 2, as you see here, equals 24. Because 24 is the area we have already. We know this area is 24 square meters. After that, guys, we go ahead here solving 48 equals 1.5x, because 1 plus a half, 1.5x, times 0.5x. And here, guys, I'm dividing 2. What is the opposite of dividing 2? Multiply 2. 24 times 2, 48 now. Over here, 1.5 times 0.5 is 0.75. What is 0.75? Is divide. Okay, let me write here. I forgot to put this. Is divide 0.7. 48 divided by 0.75, it is 64. Square root of 64 plus or minus 8. Do I need a negative length? I know Pazini Lucas Thompson, 8 meters. Madeline Cavalcante, 4 meters, half of the distance. And Pazini Madeline Lucas Cavalcante, I know it's 5/3. 5 times 4, 20, 20 divided by 3. It's 5/3 Madeline Cavalcante, okay? Which is 20/3 meter. Guys, here is our formative number 7. Summative is copy and paste, just different numbers. Great. Any question, you can watch this video anytime you want. Bye.